Peace, mercy, and blessings of God be upon you. A new video and a new story. But before starting, don't forget to pray for the Prophet Muhammad. May God bless him and grant him peace. First story. One of the scariest horror stories written. The hero of the terrifying story is a nurse working in the mortuary cooling department. One night after 2 o'clock after midnight, he was not one of those who feared or feared anything out of nature at all. Rather, he was always known for how brave and daring he was. But on this night, something happened to him that he had never expected. He was sitting at his desk writing some papers required of him, when suddenly the power went out in the hospital. He was not injured by anything and considered it normal, as it is common of power outages anywhere in the world. But when the electricity came on, it was amazing to him. All did were sitting. The power was cut off the second time, and the young man wished for death and would not find it because of the horror of what was happening to him. He almost fainted and could barely gather the strength to read verses from the Quran to protect him. The power returned in moments, and the dead took their natural position. The young man did not know how he spent this miserable night at all. Don't forget to pray for the Prophet Muhammad. May God bless him and grant him peace. Second story. One of the most beautiful and dangerous horror stories ever, and the most terrifying, heartbreaking. In a town in one of the countries of the Arab world, a woman of beautiful appearance and character lived with her only daughter alone in a somewhat old house. One day, while they were sitting and chatting with each other, there was a knock on the door of their house. The little girl opened it and found a strange woman who was not from the country. The mother came out to her and the stranger asked her to host her. The mother welcomed this very much, and the stranger sat with her and her daughter for 3 days. The mother and her daughter were missing nothing in the house except a bathroom, and she aspired to that and had saved a little money after a lot of effort and trouble. The strange woman did not sit with them except for a reason in herself. She was a witch and was looking for a child with special characteristics, and all of these conditional characteristics were met in the daughter of the woman, who requested her hospitality. The most prominent a feature of the child was some white hair strands on the front of her head. The witch deceived the woman and made an agreement that she would take her daughter for 1 week to extract a treasure, and that they would only need a few drops of blood from her little finger, and in exchange for that she would give her a bath that she had never dared to achieve. At first the mother refused, but her refusal was accompanied by some hesitation, and thought that she was able to get the witch to enter her and make her covet the fleeting goods of the world. The witch convinced her that she would set up a marble and alabaster bath for them in just 1 week. She would take her child during the week, while the workers finished everything related to the bath. Don't forget to like the video and share your opinions in the comments. The workers came and started working, and the stranger was still staying with the mother and her daughter until they were reassured about her. A week before the bathroom work was finished, the mother demanded their agreement, and in fact the mother allowed her to take her to her daughter and the mother took a risk with her only child. Days passed between the joy of the end of the bathroom that she had always dreamed of, and between fear and anxiety for her daughter until the whole week ended. The mother went to the bathroom and found that the building had been completed and was very picturesque, but she did not find any of the workers, and she continued to wait until the day ended, and the stranger did not bring her daughter as they had agreed. The days and months passed very slowly, and the mother waited for her daughter, but to no avail. The mother could not continue life without her daughter. She died less than a year ago to her daughter's absence from her, due to the intensity of her pain and grief over the loss of her daughter. The bathroom remained vacant and unused since its inception until one of the mother's relatives decided to open it to the public to exploit it as a reward for her. But something very strange happened. Everyone who entered the bathroom rushed out without returning. When they were asked about the reason, they said that white strands of hair like spikes of hair emerged from the floor of the hot spring room, and then a voice began screaming. They called it the haunted bathroom, and with the many complaints, the authorities were forced to look into the bathroom, specifically the secret behind the white locks of hair. So they dug the bathroom floor for several meters, and the surprise was that they found the little girl with the white hair dead in an extremely brutal way. Third story, one of the most beautiful and dangerous horror stories. One day, a woman desperately wanted to go to a Turkish bath to wash and take care of her skin. It was late at night, and the owner of the bath explained to her that they would close to the place, but she begged her and insisted because she had a very necessary appointment and she wanted it very much. She even gave her more money. The bathroom owner had no choice but fulfill her desire. 1 hour after the woman entered the bathroom alone, the bathroom owner and those with her heard the woman's screams. They rushed to help her and find out the reason, but they found her in a miserable state as signs of terror were etched on her facial features. As for her entire back has become engraved with deep scratches. And the strange thing is that the woman and the owners of the place did not know the reason for this. These stories are over. I hope they terrified you. Don't forget to pray for the Prophet Muhammad. May God bless him and grant him peace. Subscribe to the channel, like the video and share your opinions in the comments. Peace, mercy and blessings of God.